Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. All right, so we wanted to take a completely new approach to what we've been doing with Issho. Now, traditionally, like to simplify it, we'll basically use a Kobe engine where we just keep restanding Kobe and have supporting cost reduction around him. So that way we'll always have a consistent board remover, something to KO. So gimmickly, it was find your Kobe, maybe find your 5-drop Garp, and then just rinse and repeat as the rest of the deck revolving around it was board removal. I mean, not board, cost reduction. So sorry about that, right? Because your board removal, your continuous board removal was Kobe. So in theory, we're like, let's just roughly say half the deck is cost reduction, half the deck is board removal. We're talking about like some generic black deck, right? Because you can always reuse Kobe every turn. Now you needed less board removal. So now 15% of the deck can be board removal while the rest can be cost reduction. Because once again, you're recycling the Kobe's ability, thanks to Issho's ability to restand Kobe and keep him safer for the next round or next turn, however you view these things when it comes to the game called One Piece. Now we wanted to flip the script, right? We wanted to do it the other way around. So we wanted to have, instead of a continuous board remover, we wanted a continuous cost reduction. And our surrounding pieces would be board removal. That is the strategy. But this is a work in progress, but you guys have the idea, the strategy, and maybe you can immediately evolve it. If you want to jumpstart, feel free to access for the deck list, but keep in mind, disclaimer, 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 this is still a work in progress. We already have an idea on what to do to make the system a bit better. But yeah, feel free if you want to see if you can expand on what we've already created, then sure, we'll share the deck list with you. Just say something in the comments like, hey, and we'll just pass it. But I always got to provide disclaimers. I never want people to get the wrong idea when we're doing a work in progress and they have a terrible experience. I mean, it's card games. You can always have a terrible, even with a final build, you can still have a terrible experience. That's just how card games are. But if it's a work in progress, the last thing I want is to be like harshly criticized for something that was, that's being a work in progress. So I wonder if we'll just put the stage out there. Yeah, we're doing that. Okay, cool. We had access to, okay, the most we could have did was 6 in order to use what's his name, Jax. Now here's the fun part. Jax is very difficult to remove from the board traditionally, right? Traditionally would be cost reduction. That's what we're used to, but this is red, so power reduction. All is what is an Otama and then just whatever. So we have 10 Dawn. We can we have plenty. We could definitely set up for Laboon. We could play Laboon, play Tesuru, and just pow. Oh, and keep in mind, we also have stage and we have leader. We have enough Dawn for it. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're not. Good thing we're not using the leader ability here. But look, we have everything we need. Yeah, check a 10-drop. Oh, we got some courage. And then we'll use it, restand, and then now we have access to a continuous -4. And thanks to the combo of Laboon and Stage, we have access to a continuous -5. Now, what made us come up with this system? Well, oh wow, that's the trash ability. Get around a lot of things. Luckily, we got some 2K counters, and we still got we got a life card. But this is tough because the best we can do is stop one attack. And we could definitely clear their board, but we're going to need to top deck something good. Oh, we got to do some... Oh, wow. Trash, trash. Okay, we survive. What the heck? Can we get... Do we have a play where we can get rid of both? Too bad. Oh, we could draw. Yeah, we're going to need to cycle. We're going to need to cycle. In my opinion, we're going to need to cycle. No, yes, maybe so. I'm surprised we're not. Oh, are we going for game? Because respectfully, we need a blocker. We would need a blocker next turn. So, if we're going for game, yeah, my first instinct would have been to pop something and hope I drew a blocker. Wow, that's brave. Wait, we don't have enough to go for game anyway. So I'm confused at the play here. What the heck? Is this allowed? That's crazy. I did not see that. I did not see that as an option. Anyway, so okay. So the inspiration for the deck was basically how Blue Black Sakazuki, the original, and Rob Lucci, the transformed version, right? Not the original Rob Lucci, the second one that came out. Basically, what made those decks effective was their consistent cost reduction. So you already knew that Sakazuki would have the -1, and then if the stage card is in play, you had a consistent system of -2. You know, so every turn you have the option to do -2, -2, -2. And if you look at Rob Lucci, he had the stage, he had himself, so it was consistent -3, -3, -3. So it's like, well, Issho with his ability and, you know, the cost reduction cards, we technically can have a consistent -4/-5, right? We technically have that, you know. So I want to, the ratio has to get readjusted. I want to make that clear. The ratio 100% needs to get readjusted. But what you call it, when you notice, there's a lot of cards that can help. So you see 5-drop Sengoku, he does -4, no Don needed, and you could restand him with Issho. You see Kuzan, 4-drop Kuzan, same thing, right? Except you get to draw a card, comes out, you know, 1 Don less. He just doesn't have counter, so that's the only sad part. But once he's on the board, you can use him as a consistent cost reduction battery. You just attack, -4, restand, attack, -4, restand. So you have that, and then you have Laboon, who's also in our hand. So it's like 3 different cards that can have a -4. Now, I do feel like we might not need the 10-drop Kuzan, but I don't know. You guys could come up with ratios. Right now, this build, this little, you can call it beta, it's a ratio thing. We just got to get the ratio in order. So I was debating on whether 10-drop is worth it in this system, since we already got so much cost reduction. But granted, I get that when you play him, he can pop a 5. So if we have something on the board plus him, we can get rid of a big body, and then it's just, I don't know, makes everything free. But I feel like the 10-drop is redundant. It's like when you have access to the consistent cost reduction, then why 10-drop? Because you could substitute him for something different, right? Because, like, you put them on a board, you get rid of a 5-drop, you know, and then, obviously, if you combo it with something, you can get rid of something bigger than a 5-drop. And then he does -4 to the whole board, which means, like, any other cost reduction, not necessarily -4, -5 to the whole board. So that means any other cost reduction might be a little overkill. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I worry about. It's like, wouldn't he just make, like, the rest of the cost reduction just obsolete? You know? So that's my stance. That's what I worry with playing 10-drop Kuzan in his deck. But maybe you guys might see it different. Maybe you might play 10-drop, or maybe you might take him out and substitute him for a better boss card, or a different boss card. I'm gonna say better, a different boss card. You know. But yeah, I want y'all to have a full understanding of our train of thought here, and maybe you can expand on it. See, right now we have access to 2 -4s. We got the stage card, so we can be very dangerous here. The only problem is, like, right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks. So 4 cards, no counter power. So that's the only, like, risque-ness of it. Yeah, Laboon is more Dawn efficient. Wow. I love that. I respect that play. This is nuts. Either or. One of them is one less Dawn, and the other becomes 6k during the opponent's turn and has a sticky effect. So I get it. That's interesting. We're making the extract the blocker, when one could imagine making the basil the blocker is way more threatening. We're at 8 Dawn. I mean, we can clear their board technically. Oh, and instead of playing Borsellino, we play Garp. Is how I feel. Come on, come on, come on. Lose a life. It's understandable. Huh. So the reason why I was imagining Garp is because we couldn't restand one of the Kuzans. But with 2 Kuzans, I guess it doesn't really matter. We got a 2k. Oh, I was like, he's counting the Dawn. 8. That would be Kid, right? Yes. So we take. I mean, you could have just played the Kid, burnt the life. Yeah, and then just attack. That would have been more threatening. You see what it is? It's muscle memory, right? Habits that we develop. So essentially it was just like, oh, you're supposed to attack before you summon something. Po fella. I would have went for the block because you already know that cost reduction is a bad sign. Damn. See, a Sengoku can clear all those stage cards out of our hand. That's 100% what I'm thinking about, is reducing the amount of stage cards. What I do want stages in the deck, because my perfect scenario is to have at least 1 4 cost reduction, right? As in like Kuzan, Laboon, or potentially Sengoku 5-drop if he stays in the deck, right? And then a stage. I mean, you know what? It is in the leader ability, so maybe am I asking for too much? But the point I'm trying to get at is I wanted a consistent -5. That's what I want. Me personally, that's what I would want. It's a consistent -5 potential. So it's like card plus stage -5, and then just anything else. Because I don't really look at the leader, but I like the leader ability that I'm focused on is the restand, right? Not necessarily the -1, but it's not like the -1 can't help, right? I don't know. To each his own. But yeah, Sengoku does help with that. So like if we were to top deck Sengoku, we probably wouldn't play him because we would rather, keep our board the way it is. But yeah, Sengoku can chuck those dead cards. Ooh, we got rid of both our 4-drops just to draw stages. What the heck? And a 10-drop. Dang, it felt like we were almost better off. Ah, we got another one. I get it. It's like low-key a hard decision, right? Because it's like you discard your stages or your 5-drop Sengoku. I don't know. Okay, we just having a stage out there. I respect it. That way we don't have to use up Dawn to put it in play. Sure, we lose out on the potential -2 aspect of it, but now we don't have to worry about the Dawn count in the future. Yeah, definitely take that. Okay. Oh, we get Laboon. Are we trying to... Oh, no, we... Oh, you know what? I would want to... what are we doing? Swing to make him want to block. There we go. Nah, to be honest, if he's smart, he's going to wait for the play. This game is all about on-play effects at this point. Oh, he did it. He did it. I would have been like, timeout. If he's going to get rid of my character, he's going to say he's going to use a character effect. Let me just... Does Lucky Root trigger? No, like, yeah, when he's KO'd, right? That's how that works. Okay. I was like, not when he's blocked. No, not when he blocks, because he would have KO'd the character immediately. 7 Dawn. We have access to some cool plays here. I'm just glad we have another 1-drop Sengoku in our hand to clear up any extra calories in our hand, or empty calories, I should say. All right, -1 and 1. Your hand is full of cards. Here you go, 2K. Are we gonna develop Laboon? Low-key, a part of me would like to see that 5-drop Sengoku hit the board. Yep, develop Laboon so you can restand Brook. So we have access to a -5 and technically -7 altogether if he does not get rid of the Brook. But I wouldn't be surprised. I think the bigger threat might be the Laboon here. Like I said, between Laboon and Stage, that is a free -5, essentially. So many cards in the opponent's hand. Ooh, Rayleigh. It's Rayleigh. Oh, he let the Laboon live. Why? You know what? No. Brook is a threat. But I just feel like this is guaranteed now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what you just did, you're just guaranteeing. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, play blocker Garp, and then end turn, restand Laboon. Hopefully we top deck trash, so we can just Sengoku it and get rid of that extra stage. But low key, the stage is still a threat because we can activate stage, play stage, activate stage, and that's a -3 for one Don. He is more than likely getting rid of Laboon. I cannot see him not getting rid of Laboon. He got rid of Garp. You know what? I did see that. I know that sounds funny, right? I did see that because I'm like, in my mind, if he gets rid of Garp, is just because he's hoping he could push for game? Is that what it is? If he gets rid of Garp? Nah. That's too bold. Oh, he must have Rush in his hand. I get it. I get it. He must got Rush in his hand, so he's probably trying to put the game state as close to lethal as possible. That's probably what's happening. Leader ability. Or discard a card, feel free. Your paranoia is gonna get the better of you. Okay. So essentially we just need to survive this. We have a consistent -5. If Laboon is the real, well, Laboon is not the real threat, but it's like the next step. We have -1 from stage and we have -1 from leader. So, oh, there's the Rayleigh. Okay, Laboon's gone. Okay, I knew it. I was like, he's gonna go for life. He's really trying to put that pressure on. I would get rid of, Tsuru and 5-drop. Because right now you have potential to draw a bunch of cards. Well, Rayleigh's 8. You're already doing a -5, right? So you don't need much. Yeah, that's 3 cards. Look at that. Delicioso. Yeah, you have enough for T-Bone if you feel comfortable. See, boom. Now you're already in range of the 8 trigrams. There it goes. And that's minus what? 2? 3? I think it's -3. I won't even waste my time swinging with that. Yeah. Well, right now the board state is looking convincingly in our favor. Little does he know, if he really wanted to get rid of 10-drop Kuzan, he could just down stack and swing. No, we got a blocker. Do we? You need to remove the blocker, and in order to remove the blocker, you got to play cards. Yeah, let's 1K that. Because I'm like, if you try to 10-drop us, it ain't gonna work. I mean, we're knocking on death's door. We got, even though we got a board full of characters, we got 1 card in hand and 1 life. Ooh. But we got no further cost reduction outside of these 2 attacks. So, and he has so many cards in his hand, I don't feel like we could go for a game. Five, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going for it. So we're running off of a Hail Mary right now. Because all he needs is another rush. And in theory, these attacks can potentially be giving him what he needs. Then again, I think T-Bone should be 5K, so he actually might be able to get the game here. If he can survive with just one life to our 10K swing, then yeah, he has potential winning. Okay. Man, ain't it crazy? You see all these cards in a person's hand, and then all of a sudden, he just dwindles by so much. Low key, we probably should just end, because we can't win the game. So in theory, we're increasing his chances. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, it must be something he didn't need. Oh, okay. Is it GG? We got no hand. What? That bet you better not have a rush, because that was the world's biggest mistake. Oh my God. What the heck? That was troll-tastic. You just gave us the game. Unless there's something I'm missing. That's crazy. GG.